Welcome to Diego Knows. This is Diego, and today we're going to talk about some more Sex and the City. That's right, Sex and the City, that wonderful show about those lovely ladies from the late 90s and early 2000s. I'm Diego. I've watched every goddamn fucking episode of Sex and the City. Yeah, I watched all of them. All right, and I'm here to review all these episodes and give you a straight man's point of view. That's what I do here. I tell you the truth. I don't fucking lie here. I'm going to tell you a straight man's point of view of these situations on the show and these women. Okay, now when the show first dropped originally 20-something years ago, I was there from the beginning. I watched every single episode because I liked it. You know, all the girls, all the hot girls that I knew were watching the show. And therefore, I needed to see what was going on. So I got into it and I got hooked. I liked the show. I mean, dating from a woman's point of view was a pretty cool idea. I liked it a lot. Okay, the only problem I had is I did not like the way the men were being portrayed on the show. These were not realistic men. I don't know what the fuck they were, but they did not act the way a real man would act. Okay, and that was the biggest problem I had with the show. So when they decided to bring back that abortion called In Just Like Crap, do not watch it. It's an abortion. It's horrible. Okay, it's not Sex and the City at all. Okay. When they brought that show back, I hated it so much that I decided I was going to watch the original episodes to see why I even liked Sex and the City in the first place. I mean, it's been a long time since I'd watched these episodes, okay? So I started watching them again. I started reviewing them again, and now I remember why I liked the show so much. I mean, it was very well written. I love these characters. These characters were awesome. You know, you got 4 different women, 4 different personalities. They're all different aspects of the same woman. You know, they're all Candace Bushel. She just gave them each a name and stuff, but they're all basically her, sides of her personality. So I thought it was cool. I just did not like the way they portrayed the straight guys on the show. The show is written by gay guys, lesbians, and feminists. They do not know what the fuck a straight guy is. They definitely did not consult any straight guys when they created the show, okay? So basically the show is fucking lollipop land. I look at the show the same way I look at the Avengers. It's exciting, it's fun, but it's not fucking real, okay? And that's what the show, the problem is, a lot of people thought the show was real, and they live their lives accordingly. I'm gonna be just like Samantha, you know, and the same thing's gonna happen to me. Some super hot fucking 28-year-old fucking drop-dead gorgeous famous movie star actor is gonna fall in love with me too, just like it happened with Samantha, okay? Bull fucking shit, okay? No guy like that would ever fucking be with a woman with more bodies than Hitler, okay? Unless he was paying her bills, which she is, basically, okay? But the show ain't gonna tell you that. You know, you gotta read between the lines, okay? No, he's in love with Samantha. He loves her, can't you tell? It's so obvious. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, okay? I give you a straight man's point of view. Whether you like it or not, okay? I'm going to tell you the truth because it's better to know than not know, okay? I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view about these relationships, about this show, what would happen realistically as opposed to what this show gave you, okay? The show's not realistic. Sorry, I think we need more truth in the world, okay? Ladies, do not watch this with your boyfriends or your husbands. Guys, don't watch this with her, okay? Don't, okay? It's just going to cause a lot of problems. Watch this in private, okay? I'm not one of your gay friends, ladies, okay? I'm not one of your girlfriends either, okay? I don't give a shit about the Dwar or the Louis Vuitton or the goddamn Manolo Blahniks or the goddamn fucking Barneys, okay? Or the Oscar de la Rentas or any of that fucking bullshit that's on the show, okay? I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff, okay? I'm a straight guy. That's why I don't give a fuck about that stuff, all right? I'm just going to tell you what I think about these relationships, okay? There's other YouTube channels for that shit, okay? So don't come here trying to know about Chanel or fucking or any of that crap, okay? I don't give a fuck, all right? I'm here to talk about the fucking guys and the girls, okay? Now, I lived in a big city when I was younger. I lived in Chicago, okay, so I know what it's like to live in a big city, so I understand the circumstances of living in a big city and how you date in a big city and taking taxis everywhere and buildings everywhere and stores everywhere. I knew all about that stuff, okay? So I related a lot to the show, okay? But I'm here to burst your bubble. I'm gonna give you a straight man's point of view, okay? Whether you like it or not. Straight up, baby, with no lube. No lube. The real question is, can you handle it? Can you handle it? I don't think you can, but we'll see, won't we? Yes, we will. Okay, so this is part 2 of my review for this episode. This is season 6. This is episode 19, An American Girl in Paris, part 1. Okay, I already reviewed the first 15 minutes of this episode in my last video, so now this is part 2. I'm going to review the rest of it, okay? Probably not all of it because there's a lot going on. A lot of money was spent on these episodes. Okay, there's product placement out the ass everywhere. They spent millions of dollars just to film a scene that takes like 3 minutes long. Okay, it's unbelievable. You can see it on the screen. There's a lot of money was spent on this, you know? I mean, just from hiring the actors, bringing back actors, you know, to fucking filming in France. They filmed in France, you know, and in New York, you know, and it's just like, it's insane how much money was put into these final episodes, but you can tell. So there's a lot to cover here, okay? So I'm gonna go where I left off. Now, where I left off last time, Carrie, Big showed up at her life again. Her last night in New York, she was about to go out and meet the girls for dinner, and then she was gonna go to the airport and go to Paris to be with her boyfriend, Alexander Potosky, the Mad Russian, okay? So she's getting ready to go. She's wearing her fucking dress and her coat and all that shit. Well, Big's been leaving messages on her answer machine. She's been deleting all of them and been blowing them off. Well, he's waiting for her down at the bottom of the stairs. He's in his fucking limousine in the back seat, rolls down the window like he always fucking does. All right. And they have a brief conversation. She tells him that she's moving to Paris tonight. Okay, and don't ever call her. She can't let him jerk her around anymore and show up at the worst moments of her life. Okay, and play with her emotions and all that kind of shit. Because he sounds like he really wants to give her and him another shot, and she's like, "You can't fucking do this to me. It's been 6 years. You've been jerking me around. Fuck you. Get the hell away from me. I never want to see you again. Forget my phone number. Forget my fucking name." And she fucking leaves him there, standing alone on the sidewalk. So she goes to meet her girlfriends, and that's where that's where the scene begins. Okay, so they're at the restaurant there. Okay, and she's telling all the girls basically what just happened to her, what I just said. Okay, how he's what do you call it here? Yeah, he's the boy who cried love, okay? And it's too little and it's too late. And Charlotte's like, well, he said he loved you. She's like, no, he didn't, but that's not the point. Okay, it's an allegory. My point is he's been doing this for years. Years, and I'm done with it. And Miranda says, you need to put it all behind you. And Carrie's like, he ruined my last night in New York. So fuck him. And I never say that either, do I? Enough about that. Now, ladies. And Charlotte starts crying because she knows this is her last night, that all four of them are going to be together. Okay, and Miranda's like, she hasn't said anything yet, Charlotte. Carrie's like, I want to thank all of you for wishing me well tonight. In spite of some of your personal opinions. She looks at Miranda. Miranda's just like, I've never had an opinion in my life. Yeah, right, you fucking bitch. God, I hate Miranda. Okay, Miranda's one of the worst people I've ever seen on a TV show. Okay, she's that fucking bitchy friend that whenever a guy approaches a table of women, okay, that's the one bitchy friend that will fucking just ridicule you and make fun of you for how dare you approach the table. Let me tell you something, you fucking cunt. It takes a lot of balls for a man to approach a table full of women. Okay, it takes a lot of fucking balls to do that. Okay, and rather than understand that, you'd rather just fucking make fun of him, and cut him down and insult him because you think you can. Fuck you, you ugly fucking bitch. Fuck you. That's the girl that guys, y'all know, you've all been there, okay? The girls always have to fucking size you up first before the girl that you actually want will go out with you. But there's always that one bitchy friend that you have to win over, or else the girl you like won't go out with you. Well, Miranda is that bitchy friend. She is that bitchy friend. She treats everyone like shit except for her girlfriends. All right. She treats Carrie better than she treats her own fucking husband. Okay. What does that say? Yeah, exactly. Okay. So Charlotte says, stop, please. So Charlotte's losing it here. And Samantha's like, easy there, Waterworks. And Carrie says, today I had a thought. What would have happened if I'd never met any of you? If you'd never met any of them, I don't know, man. Maybe they might have been happier, Carrie. You got to realize on this show, these women, the show is about the women, okay? It's about the four of them, their relationships to Carrie, okay? It's not a realistic friendship. And the reason I say that is that we never see the women with each other. We always see them with Carrie. We see Carrie with Samantha. We see Carrie with Charlotte. We see Carrie with Miranda. We never see Samantha with Miranda. We never see Charlotte with Samantha. We never see them outside of Carrie. Okay, everything revolves around Carrie. Now, it might be a stylistic choice because this whole show is from Carrie's point of view because she is the main character. Maybe Samantha and Miranda do hang out when Carrie's not around, but Carrie's not there, so there's no reason to show it. Okay, I don't know, but I doubt it, okay, because their personalities are so fucking different. Samantha and Miranda, they would not be friends in real life, okay, unless Carrie was there. Okay, they're all friends with Carrie. Each one of them is Carrie's best friend. Okay, well, each one of them thinks they're Carrie's best friend, and she keeps them around so they can listen to her problems because that's what she needs. She needs attention. She needs people to fucking listen to her. Okay, she needs girls to listen to her. This is just another form of psychosis that Candace Bushel has. Okay. Okay, so I totally get it here. All right, but yeah, it's I wouldn't say they were really friends. Like I said, I don't see. What does Charlotte have in common with Samantha? Nothing. What does Miranda have in common with Charlotte? Nothing. Charlotte's a girly girl. Miranda's definitely not that. Okay, yeah. So exactly. Okay, Miranda didn't want her baby. Okay, Charlotte's been trying to have babies. She can't have one. I mean, they're so fucking different. Okay. Charlotte would never fuck fuck as many guys as Samantha did. Okay, now she'll fuck a lot of guys, but she won't, but she'll be trying to find something else besides just the sex. Okay, where Samantha will just wants the sex and nothing else. Okay, so yeah, there's totally different personalities. Okay, so yes, they would never really be friends without Carrie being there. So they're not really girlfriends. Okay. So that's going on here, and what if what if I never met you? Whatever. The waiter shows up. Samantha's like, "Hey, let's pull it up here, ladies. I want to come back here again someday." So Carrie says, "Okay, tell me something not sentimental." And Samantha says, "I think chemo kickstarted my menopause. I'm having so many hot flashes. I can't keep my clothes on. I'm just all the time." And Carrie says, "Okay, well, what's your excuse before the chemo?" And Samantha's like, "I'm going to miss you, you fucking cunt." And then Charlotte starts crying. Even, and Maria's like, "Wow, even cunt didn't stop her from crying." And then Carrie grabs her Carrie necklace. You know that necklace that says Carrie that she wears in almost every episode. She never talks about it, but we see her putting it on. We see her wearing it in almost every episode. It just says Carrie in cursive. She grabs her Carrie necklace, and then she looks at her friends for the last time before going to the airport. Because that Carrie necklace of hers is sentimental. It means, I guess, it's a metaphor for her friendship. Okay, which is just a narcissist way, of saying like, "I am my friends." Okay, which basically means that her friends aren't real. That all of her friends are really just aspects of herself. So she really just that just represents the love of herself, and that her friends are fictional. That's a theory. It's a theory. But I do believe that the four women are just different aspects of Candace Bushel's personality. Okay, so that's that. That's the last time we're going to see Carrie in New York for a while. Okay, next scene is Samantha is having dinner with a bunch of middle-aged ladies. Okay, and even though they all look like they belong together and they know each other, okay, they're not like Samantha. Okay, they're all talking about a breast cancer benefit that they're planning. Okay, a breast cancer fundraiser that they're planning. I go to plenty of those too. Okay, they have the prostate cancer fundraiser that I'm a big part of. Okay, I'm always going to those meetings. I'm always raising money for that. Okay, and oh, wait a minute, I can't because we don't fucking have one. That's right, I forgot. We don't have one. Yeah, a cancer that only affects men. Yeah, we don't have a fucking month. We don't have a September. We don't have a fucking fundraiser for us. Anyway, moving right along. So they're talking about that. Okay, and yes. So Samantha is just like, she's kind of bored. She's having her hot flashes. She's not comfortable. Okay. They talk about how they're gonna make some breast cancer cookies and sell those. Okay, and Samantha says that's so fucking stupid. Because she's a publicist, so she knows what sells. Okay, and she's like, "That's so fucking stupid. Every breast cancer awareness fundraiser makes fucking breast cancer cookies. There's nothing special about that." Okay, it's a stupid idea. Okay, so they said, "Okay, we'll tell you what, Samantha, you can make the opening speech. Okay, you can make the speech at the event, at the fundraiser event. Okay, just make sure you don't say the word fuck as much as you do here at dinner. Okay." So that's going on. So Samantha's gonna be making a speech at this breast cancer awareness fundraiser. All right. Meanwhile, now we're in Paris. We're at the Plaza Athénée, which is a real famous 5-star hotel in Paris. Okay, the Plaza Athénée. Now, Alex told Carrie before, that his apartment in Paris is being remodeled. So they're going to be staying at a 5-star hotel. Now, he's so fucking super rich, so he can afford to live in a 5-star hotel, okay? Once again, this show's gone into fucking Cinderella land. Okay, Carrie, a middle-aged, she's 40 years old, but she's saying she's 38, okay? Okay, yes, she's attractive for her age, okay, but she's not fucking 24 anymore. Okay, she's not, and she doesn't look it either. Okay, so let's get realistic here. Okay, a guy like this, okay, a famous artist, 53-year-old, former ballet dancer slash Russian artist who's famous, multimillionaire, knows everybody in Europe and America. And these guys fucked every supermodel in Studio 54 back in the 70s. Okay, this guy would fall in love with Carrie. Okay, yeah, just go with it. Okay, and he's gonna put her up in a fucking 5-star hotel. to live. Yeah. Anyone else call bullshit on this? Yeah, I definitely do. But, you know, it's the whole Cinderella fantasy. I think that's the point they're trying to get across in this episode is Carrie's finally going to get her romantic Cinderella fantasy come true, you know, in Paris, because she's always wanted to go to Paris. She always talked about it on the show about going to Paris. Well, now she's in Paris. Okay, so she's there at the Plaza Athénée. Okay, and she arrives there. She got pink suitcases and all. Yeah, the estrogen level is just fucking super high here. Okay, bonjour. You know, she checks in. She's wearing some stupid ass outfit. Of course she is. She's always looking like fucking Bozo the clown or Pennywise the clown. Okay, and she meets him in the salon. She meets Alexander in the salon. He's there with a very young woman with his arm around her, and it looks like they're joking and stuff. And the young woman is smoking cigarettes. So Carrie immediately gets jealous. Like, what the fuck is this? You know, what's my boyfriend doing with that young girl? That young hottie there, you know, is smoking and joking with her. All right. And she kind of looks trashy. I mean, she got the fucking the black eyeliner, you know, and just like you could tell. Okay. Anyway, it turns out that's his daughter, Chloe, that we heard about before. That's his daughter, Chloe. So now Carrie's not that upset. Okay. And she tries to say hello in French. And Chloe starts talking in French, and she can't understand a goddamn thing she said. So she says, I didn't catch all of that, you know. And so Chloe starts speaking to her in English, all right? Because Carrie can't really speak French, okay? And Alex tells her that she wants to, he's like, my daughter here, she's having boy trouble. She wants to kill herself over some boy, you know, boyfriend problems. You know, and Carrie's like, oh, well, that's my department. Tell me about the bum. And Chloe just gives her a dirty look like. And then she lights up another cigarette. She's just chain smoking like crazy. So Papa tells me this is your first time in Paris. She's like, oh, I almost screamed when we drove by the Eiffel Tower. You know, and Chloe says like, it's hideous. Now they have the light show on there. It's hideous. Yeah, pretty much, okay? Alex tells Carrie that he's going to spend the rest of the day with his daughter, so fuck you. So Carrie's like, okay, you haven't seen your daughter in a long time, that's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm in Paris. I'll be fine. I'll go check into the room. What room is it again? Okay, yeah, I'm going to go check into the room, and we'll see you later. He's like, hey, we going to go out tonight? When I'm done with my daughter, we're going to go out tonight, you know, we're going to watch this show and a dinner, and, you know, all that bullshit, you know, whatever. Okay. So she checks into her suite, and it's a very posh suite, very European, you know, the furniture in there, the artwork in there, it's all European, Euro trash as I call it. Okay. Very small, very tiny. The shit like that could never fly in America. Okay. We have space here. We have room here. We have a lot of things here, you know, we have Art Deco here. They don't have any of that shit over there. Over there, it's all old school, fucking paneling, trimming, and all that kind of shit. Wallpaper with flowers on it, and shit. Yeah, they're old school over there. Okay, but it is a very posh, nice looking room. Okay, and she, of course, the view is incredible. So she goes out there. Okay, and she got there's a beautiful view of the fucking Eiffel Tower there. Okay, which is a cliche. Every fucking movie, every movie that has a scene that takes place in Paris has to show you the fucking Eiffel Tower in the background, just so you'll know that the scene is taking place in Paris. And they do it here too. So once Carrie gets on the balcony, she turns around and she sees the Eiffel Tower. She's like, she's jumping up and down. You know, the Eiffel Tower. You know, I don't know what the fucking women cream over the fucking Eiffel Tower. I don't see why the women cream over the French. Okay, they invented romance. They didn't fucking really invent romance. I mean, they used romance. They didn't really invent it. Okay, it's just like, I don't get it. And romance is like so fucking like the 1900s. You know, it's not even real anymore. Okay, what's romantic anymore? There's nothing real. This is what turns you on. This is what doesn't turn you on. Romance is fucking dead. Feminism killed it, if you want to be honest with ladies. Feminism killed romance. Men can't do any of this shit anymore. We can't buy a girl flowers. We can't open the door for her because that's us telling her that she can't open her own fucking doors. Hell, women don't even exist anymore. Okay, it's just anyone with a heartbeat that identifies as a woman, even though there's no fucking, we don't even know what a fucking woman is. But if you think you're a woman, that makes you a woman. So I could be a fucking woman if I identified as a woman, okay? Does that make me a woman? Well, well, my point of view is right. Your point of view is wrong. So fuck you. Exactly. So what the fuck are we talking about here? Exactly. Okay, once you get rid of fucking men and women, there's no fucking such thing as romance. What the fuck is that? Personally, I think romance is overrated. It doesn't fucking work. It's a fucking joke. It might work in Disney cartoons and shit, but in real life, just try doing that in real life. You'll get your fucking ass laughed at. Women don't give a shit about romance. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, guys. Okay, the older women probably do because there's still some remnants of that left over. But the new school, the new generation, no, what the fuck is that? That's fucking grandma's shit. Exactly. All right. So that's going on here. Okay, like I said, it's a nice suite, Eiffel Tower, blah blah. She gets dressed. She wears some expensive dress. I don't know who made that dress, but I'm guessing it was very expensive because it's got all the ruffles and shit on there. They call it the millitudes or whatever. All the layers to this big fucking dress. I mean, it looks like a fucking Cinderella dress, okay, that you wear at the ball, you know? Yeah, one of those, okay? And she's just sitting there waiting for Alex, and Alex never arrives. So she's sitting there waiting, you know, in her posh suite, in her big, beautiful fucking dress with her hair done, her makeup, her jewelry, and Alex never shows up. So she ends up falling asleep on the bed in the fucking dress, okay? Meanwhile, back in America, Charlotte and Harry, they're going over paperwork. It's adoption paperwork. Okay, they're going to try to adopt now. They finally decided, hey, we're gonna try to adopt a kid. Okay, and they're going to hire a private adoption agency. Okay, so they can adopt a kid. All right, and Charlotte's like, you know, God is going to send us a baby from somewhere. Okay, so that's going on. Okay, meanwhile, back in France, Alex arrives back. He's in his fucking tuxedo. He apologizes to Carrie. He said whatever the thing that he was doing like ran on too long. He was seeing old friends that he hadn't seen in years. Blah blah blah. And Carrie's like, "Why didn't you call me?" He's like, "I did try to call you, but you had the do not disturb switch on your phone." She's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, right, I did." You know, so he couldn't even call her to tell her that he was going to be late or he wasn't going to show up. Okay, so he kisses her and stuff, and he's like, "Hey, you look like dessert. You know, what's under that millefeuilles?" I don't fucking speak French, okay? So anyway, yeah, so he starts going underneath her dress. You know why he's gonna fucking do it, okay? Okay. Meanwhile, Samantha is practicing her breast cancer speech on Smith. So Smith's laying in bed, okay, and Samantha's standing up in her fucking pink panties and her fucking leopard skin fucking bra and her fucking Chanel glasses, and she's standing up there reading her speech. It's a boring speech. It's about hey, who is the breast cancer person? It's the woman next to you. It's the woman that drives the bus. It's the woman at your job. It's the woman, you know, that kind of bullshit. They're just gonna put everyone to sleep. All right. And Smith is just listening to this, and Samantha's got her glasses on, you know. And she's having hot flashes, even though she's practically naked. She's having hot flashes, and she's complaining to Smith about, "Are you sure the air conditioner's turned on?" He's like, "Yeah." "Was the heat turned on then?" He's like, "No, heat's not on." Okay, so she just goes through her boring speech, and he's just not having any of it. You know, it is a boring speech, you know. And she tells him, "Well, what do you think?" He's like, "Well, the speech doesn't it doesn't sound authentic. It sounds like it's a rehearsed speech, like someone else wrote it, and she's just reading the words." You know, he tells, in AA they teach us to to keep it real, okay? That way you can connect with your audience better if you keep it real, okay? Which is some good advice there, okay? And Samantha's like, "Oh my God, fucking, you know what? You might know AA, but I know PR, okay?" So that goes with that. All right, moving right along, okay? Now Carrie's been in Paris for a week now. An entire week she's been in Paris, and she decides to go shopping. Okay, she's learned enough French that she can go shopping. So she's walking around with her umbrella. It's raining in Paris. And she's walking to all the stores. Okay, and she goes into Douar. Okay, yeah, she goes into Douar. She walks into the lobby, and then she slips on the wet floor. She slips and just do a face spread. A full eagle face spread right on the fucking floor. Boop! When she just wipes out, okay? Superman style, okay? Her purse falls off and all the shit from her purse just gets scattered everywhere, okay? The whole fucking lobby saw her fucking splat on the floor. It's pretty funny. Obviously, they had a stunt woman do it, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Okay, so everyone starts laughing. They help her up and shit. I think there's a metaphor here, okay? And she starts collecting all the stuff that fell out of her purse or whatever. The next time we see her, she goes back to the hotel, and she's got like fucking 7 fucking bags of Douar, I guess she went on a shopping spree, big time, to get attention off of her as being the woman that fucking face planted herself in the lobby. She decided to buy a lot of things so they could remember her as a good customer and not as the woman that fucking took a dive in their lobby. Okay, and of course Alexander's there too, but he's talking on the phone, so he's not really giving her his attention. Okay, but she bought a lot of shit. She tells her she maxed out her credit card there. Okay, and she comes back to the hotel room. Okay, and then she goes through her purse and she realized that she lost her Carrie necklace. The Carrie necklace with her name on it in cursive, yeah, it fell out of her purse when she did her nosedive in the lobby, and now she can't find it. So now she's all upset. It didn't. Alex said, "Was it insured?" Oh no, it's not expensive or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's just, you know, it has sentimental value. Often the Carrie necklace is a metaphor for her friendship with the girls. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, it reminds her of her friendship that she has with Samantha, Miranda, and Charlotte. Okay, she always wears it every once in a while on the show, but she's had it since season 1. She never talks about it, but it's always been there. We've always seen her wearing it. You know, it's just something, if you've been paying attention like I have, you've noticed that she puts it on, she looks at it. She never talks about it, but she always puts it on, she always looks at it. You know, every like 3 or 4 episodes, you know, the show will highlight the fact that she's wearing that necklace. But other than that, she never really dives into it, okay? But now this is the first time she's actually talking about the necklace and talking about how, you know, how she misses it, whatever. And she lost it, okay? And now she's upset. So she decides the next day she's going to walk around Paris just by herself, lonely, you know, and she walks by this restaurant, she looks inside and she sees 4 women, 4 middle-aged women that are drinking and joking and stuff, you know, and they're all laughing, and she just stops and stares at them, you know, and we know what she's thinking about, and they notice her looking at them, so they look at her, and of course she's an American because she looks American, and so Carrie gets embarrassed and walks away, but we know what she's thinking. So what does she do? She goes to the payphone. Yes, there were payphones around back then. Not everybody had a cell phone, okay? And so she goes to the payphone, she calls America. She calls Miranda. Okay, Miranda, meanwhile, is drinking coffee with one hand and got her hand in the fucking box of Cheerios. Yeah, product placement out the ass, right? She pulls out a big handful of fucking Cheerios to feed her son Brady, who's sitting in a high chair. Okay, Miranda answers the phone, and Carrie's there. Okay, and Carrie calls her and tells her that she's sad because she lost her Carrie necklace, you know. And now Miranda did have a point before. Okay, Carrie's not just sad because she lost her Carrie necklace. Okay, Carrie's got nothing to do. Alex is always in his meetings. He's always talking, hanging out with his friends, or doing business stuff that Carrie knows nothing about. Carrie does not speak the language. She has not found a job. She has not made any friends. Okay, well, the language is a big part of that, but she hasn't made any American friends in Paris. And I know there's got to be some Americans over there because fucking women love to go to fucking Paris all the goddamn time. So, you know, she hasn't made any friends. She hasn't built any roots, no nothing. So all she really has to do is walk around. She's gone to the museums already twice. You know, she's seen all the culture. She's tried all the food. Okay, but she really is lonely. She has got nobody to do anything with. Her boyfriend is always busy doing shit. It's like you and your boyfriend going on vacation, and then your boyfriend's gone the entire time you're there. So she's got to find something to do. It's boring as fuck. She can't even work. Okay, so yeah, so she's not happy at all. She misses her friends. She misses her life. You know, and whatever happens when she doesn't feel good about her relationship, she starts thinking about Big, and she tells that to Miranda. Okay, that she finds herself comparing every guy to Big. Okay, and she really misses her friends. Okay, and Miranda, of course, tells her, well, we miss you too, Carrie. You know, Carrie's like, I keep thinking about Big, but I always do that when things aren't going great with a guy. You know, I always compare them to Big. You know, and then all of a sudden they get cut off. Okay, I guess it's a long distance call, it's a payphone. So some French woman is telling her something, she can't understand French, so she just hangs up the phone. Okay, and walks away. Okay. Meanwhile, Samantha gives her speech, her breast cancer speech. She's up there on the podium. She's giving her speech. She's sweating like fucking crazy. Okay, the speech is terrible. It's the same speech she gave Smith in her bedroom, and fucking it's boring. The women are bored. Everyone's bored, and she's sweating like crazy, having her crazy hot flashes. Okay, I mean, it looks really bad. I mean, even her wig is fucking matted out of her skin. It's just gross. Okay, and the head of the breast awareness fundraiser, she tells her, hey, I told her to give us inspiration, not perspiration. Okay, so Samantha goes through the whole nickel and dime fucking speech of hers that she rehearsed already, and Smith is bored too. He's just sitting there. He's embarrassed for Samantha because we all know know he's really in love with her, right? No, bull fucking shit, okay? I've said this before, I'll say it again real quickly. The only reason Smith is with Samantha is because he has helped his acting career. This guy was doing nothing. This guy was a fucking waiter at a raw food restaurant, okay? He was a waiter at a raw food restaurant trying to be an actor. Since he met Samantha, he's appeared in a Gus Van Sant movie. He's gone to multiple auditions. He's been on MTV. He had a billboard of himself naked in fucking Times Square. So yeah, the best thing that ever happened to his fucking career was Samantha. So of course, he's gonna fucking go see her, okay? That's the only reason he's with her. I'm sorry, ladies, but it's true. Okay, Samantha's what, 45, 46, which really means she's 48, and he's 28 years old. Okay, so yeah, go figure. Yeah, he even didn't mind when Samantha went to go fuck her ex-boyfriend in front of him, basically. And he waited for her downstairs for her to come back from fucking her ex-boyfriend, knowing that she went up there to fuck her ex, because she told him, I'm gonna go up here and fuck my ex-boyfriend. And he still waited for her, and he didn't give her any shit about it when she came back down the stairs. It's okay, baby. It's okay. I know how you really feel about me. Yeah, get the fuck. Oh my God. Just saying that out loud is so fucking disgusting. And you bitches, I'm sorry, not bitches. You women believe this shit? Do you really? I'm waiting for fucking aliens to show up, you know, with laser guns and start shooting everybody. Okay, anyway. So yeah, so she's there making her speech, okay, about Brett. It's the same boring one, okay, and she can't fucking handle it. So finally, she remembers what Smith Jerrod told her about keeping it real, be authentic. People respond to authenticity, okay. So she decides, she just says, "Oh, fuck it," okay. And she's like, "If you have hot flashes like me, you deserve a fucking medal," okay. And then she's like, "I'm sweating so much, I got my face running down my couture." Okay. Fuck it. And then she takes off her wig in front of everybody. Okay. Now her hair has started to grow back, you know, but it's like pixie hair, you know. But it has started to grow back, so she's not bald. Okay. And then all the other women in the audience see that, and some of them get inspired. So one girl stands up and she takes off her wig too, and she's cue ball all the way. Okay, and then another woman gets up. They all start clapping and standing up and clapping, and lots of women just start clapping. They start taking off their wigs too. Okay, so everyone's looking around like all these women are standing up, taking off their wigs, you know. Okay, and they're all clapping at Samantha. Okay. Which is just another allegory for Samantha being the role model on the show. A lot of women look up to Samantha, and I get it. Samantha's got balls of steel. She is the leader of that quartet. I've said this over and over again. She is the leader of that group. I know Carrie's the main character, but Samantha's the leader of this group. And Samantha does have balls. Now I get mad at Samantha because she's always bragging about herself, about how fabulous she is all the fucking time. Okay, but every once in a while, she gets to prove it. She gets to show that she's got the goods to back it up. And this is one of those scenes. Okay, where she says, "Fuck it, I'm gonna show everyone my fucking my almost cue ball." Okay, and then all the women start getting inspired by her, and I think that's a really good message. I think that's a great thing for Samantha to do something unselfish. Okay, instead of telling everyone how great you are, show them how great you are, and let them decide. Let them give you the label of being fabulous, and not you give yourself the label of being fabulous. Big fucking difference. Okay. So she does that. They're all clapping. She takes her wig and she spins it around, you know, and she throws it out at everybody and somebody catches it, you know. So that's a pretty good moment for Samantha, just to be out there showing everyone that, hey, I've got cancer, you know, I've had it before and I fought the fucking thing. It's one thing to tell yourself how great you are when things are going well, but when you're getting fucking hit with a big dose of fucking life and you're on your knees to stand up again and say, fuck you, you know, I'm going to fight, you know, I'm not fucking afraid, and I'm going to take whatever the fuck you have to throw at me. Okay, this is not where I'm going to end up. This is nothing. This is just a fucking Tuesday for me. Do your worst. Okay, I'm still coming. I'm still getting up. You know, that's a fucking person. Okay, that's someone you look up to. And Samantha's showing it right now. She's got more balls than any of the other women on the show. She really does. And I respect her for it. I may not like her sexual politics, but I respect the fact that she's got the guts to do what she wants to do. Okay, that's good. Good for her. All right. So that happens here. Okay. Meanwhile, Charlotte goes to Carrie's apartment because Carrie's apartment is empty now. Okay, but they still own it. Alexander's still paying for it. yeah, exactly. Prince Charming, not the fucking way, right? Or Russian Charming, whatever the fuck. Anyway, so Charlotte goes over there to check her mail and stuff. There's a letter there that Carrie left for Charlotte. It's a letter of recommendation for her baby. Okay, so if she adopts a baby and they would need a reference, Carrie wrote a reference for sure, which was a nice thing to do because I guess Carrie knew that Charlotte was looking to adopt now. Okay, and she's looking around. She notices that Carrie left her laptop on her bed. She did not take her laptop with her to Paris, which doesn't make sense. Even if she's not writing her column anymore because she did quit her job, she could still use her laptop to go online and fucking do shit or write something, right? But she didn't. She left it there. Why? Makes no sense. But anyway, so she left her laptop there. So Charlotte sits on the bed to look at the laptop. Then the phone rings and it's Big. Big left a message. Another message. Okay. And Charlotte just listens to it first. You know, she's surprised that Big called Carrie, because by this time Big already knows that Carrie's already left. She's already gone to Paris. And Big's message is, I know you said not to call you, but I'm still in town. I figure at this point I have nothing to lose except you. I can't lose you again, Carrie. I love you. And then Charlotte's like, and Charlotte grabs the phone and answers it. And that is where I'm going to end this review. This is part 2 of my review. So I will be back very shortly with part 3. I'm going to give it some time on that one because that's a good one, okay? That's probably one of my favorite scenes in the entire show is part 3, is in my next review, okay? So thank you for watching this long, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.